Hi everyone, my name is Tilley. I'm your instructor for Introduction to Retailing, MR2200. So this course is all about the basics of retail. And we're all familiar with retail because we all shop. Retail really involves the sale of goods and services to the public in relatively small quantities. 1 or 2 tubes of toothpaste is the most we buy, for the use or consumption rather than for resale. So I'm going to take my toothpaste and I'm going to take it home and use it. So that's really what we mean by retail. It's selling to the end user. So this course is designed as an introduction to the concepts, theories, and techniques of retailing. And in it, we're going to explore the concepts of buyer behavior, strategic retail management, retail design, presentation, and, of course, pricing. To successfully navigate your way through this course, I got 3 key things that I want you to focus on. First, the course website. The D2L site contains all the material you'll need to be able to guide you through this course. Second, the textbook. The textbook is called Retail Management, and you can get it online or you can buy a hard copy, and I have a link to the course that I'll show you in a few seconds. I also have course slides and video explainers. Now the course slides, I'll be putting those up in the news section, and the video explainers will be producing those as we go along, and you'll see them so you can kind of come back and reflect on it. And I try to shorten them down to keep them about a half an hour long. That explains the topics that we're dealing with here in this particular course. The course textbook is Retail Management, and it's by Michael Levy and others. So this really covers the essential ingredients of what we're looking at in retail. And it has a lot of good Canadian examples. It's a very good textbook, it reads easy, and it's relatively new. So I don't know if you're going to find too many used copies of it. But we'll be using it for a while, so certainly it will hold its value. The textbook also has an online edition, so if that works for you, you can buy that as well. The textbook is available through the college's online bookstore, and I encourage you to get it as soon as possible. There are 11 modules in this course. Module 1 deals with Introduction to Retailing. Module 2, There are 11 units in this course. We're going to be dealing with the Introduction to Retailing, followed by Buyer Behavior and Retail Consumers. Strategic Retail Management is next, followed by Organizing a Retail Company. That's followed up by Franchising. Then we're going to be talking location. Then we'll be talking retail design, layout, and presentation. In Unit 8, we'll be looking at retail pricing. In Unit 9, merchandise management. Unit 10, retail selling. And finally, Unit 11, retail marketing, communications, and customer service. You're also going to be interested in how the course is going to be evaluated. Well, the evaluation is very straightforward. First and foremost, we have course case discussions. At the end of the units, and there are 11 units, there are 10 discussions, so I'm going to say each of the units. There is a discussion question that's posed, and that discussion question is based on the material you've just read within the unit. So what I want you to do there is to incorporate the material that you have learned in that unit into your answer. I'm not looking for long answers, but I am looking for a clear demonstration that you're applying the concepts that we talk about in the unit to the answer that you're providing. Secondly, we have 2 assignments, and these project assignments involve you to actually utilize the material that we've talked about and employ it in a presentation that you're going to give to the Chamber of Commerce, aka me. The first assignment is dealing with the idea of saying, okay, Chamber of Commerce has come to you, they want to know what's going on in the retail environment. So you're going to do a presentation to the chamber that explains that. So there are 5 essential things that I want. What's the current retail in the local economy? What's the current situation in retail? Which is glorified environmental analysis. What's the top at least 3 issues and opportunities, challenges that local retailers in your region are facing? What changes are expected in the future relative to store size, layout, and design? You're going to summarize the major changes that are projected for the 2020s in the competitive structure of retailing. You're going to highlight the major competitive strategies that are emerging amongst retailers as key to successes in 2020. So these people, the Chamber is looking to you to be able to help them not only survive, but to prosper into the future. You're going to develop a 10 to 20 slide presentation that deals with those questions. That's what I'm going to be looking for. You need to answer those basic questions. So you're going to create the slideshow, and then you're going to record your presentation to create a video. Now, this project can be done in a group of 1 to 3 people if you choose to do that. Otherwise, you can just do it yourself. It's worth 10%, and it's due in week 5, so you want to get started on that one quickly. You'll notice too that there's a second assignment. The second assignment is another presentation that you're doing to the local chamber, and in it, you're going to be talking to them about the Canadian franchise industry, okay? Very specific. So what I want you to do there is to do a bit of research on Canadian franchises. Find a couple. You're going to, in your presentation, describe the current franchising trends. You're going to choose a franchise to present on. You're going to basically provide how that franchise is going to get started, who started that franchise, how many employees there were in that franchise. You're going to describe their financial situation, how many locations in Canada. You're going to describe how you can set up a franchise in Canada, including startup costs and infrastructure required. We're going to include information about training programs and royalty fees that the franchisee provides. And we're going to look for recommendations to potential entrepreneurs. What should you do in order to take advantage of this franchise, buy into this franchise, some of the considerations that you want before you move into that franchise. You're going to create a 7 to 10 minute recorded PowerPoint presentation that explains all of those things, okay? So that's what I want you to do. It's due the first week in March. There's also a couple of exams. We have a midterm and we have a final. The midterm exam is going to be covering chapters or units, sorry. The midterm exam is going to be covering units 1 to 5, and it is going to be held during the midterm exam period. The final exam will be held in the final exam period, and it will cover the whole course, okay? With a focus, obviously, on the latter part of the course from units 6 on. Both exams will have 3 parts. Part 1 will be objective, so these will be multiple choice, true-false type questions. Part 2 will be made up of short answer questions, and Part 3 will consist of a short case. Now, the details of the formats of the exam and what we're going to be covering, I will be providing that in a news release 2 weeks prior to each of those exams. So you'll have a good handle on exactly what to expect in terms of the structure of it and things like that. In order to help you even further, I've got some key features in this course that I want you to be absolutely aware of, okay? First of all, I try to give a very clear focus on the course deliverables, as I've just done. So here's what you need to do in order to succeed, okay? Throughout the course, I'm going to be posting things in the news section of the course. That's the front page. As you go into the course, you're looking at the news. The news flows just like Facebook. It will flow down through, so it's a chronological type situation. And the newest stuff is up top, and the older stuff is down bottom. What you want to do is keep an eye on that. And I mean keep an eye on a daily or a near daily situation, because I'm going to be posting there constantly. I'm going to be posting updates, links, important information, news links, whatever. I'm going to put it there. The idea is to keep you engaged and to engage you to engage me in this course and in other students. You're welcome to have a discussion there on that. So it's important that you visit the course regularly. I can't overstate that enough. Secondly, I'm going to have what's called weekly updates. These weekly updates are end-of-week posts that consist of a slide that says, here's what we've done this week. Here's what you should have done. It's kind of a review. And on the other side of the slide, I'm going to have, here's what we're doing next week. This is a preview. So that will allow you to keep up to date on exactly where we are and where you should be in that course. That's key. I want you to go in on Fridays, look for that. I'm also going to be posting slides. You see that this is a slide presentation that you're dealing with here. And these slides are going to be done in 2 ways. First of all, the slides will be there for you to look at, but I'm also going to be incorporating video. And this video means that I'll be talking about the slides and giving some explainers to help flesh it out a little bit, no different than I would in a class. I'm also going to assure you of timely feedback. If you email me today, I will get back to you today or no later than tomorrow. Now, I got to admit that I am fallible, and sometimes I miss an email because I might click on it and it goes gray and I never think about it after. If you don't get a response back from me one day, please email me again and say, could you please check your email? That happens, okay? That happens. I'm not ignoring you. It's just sometimes these things happen. Please ensure that you get a hold of me. I will get back to you. Regardless of what you email me, I will acknowledge the receipt of your email as well. That's another thing that I will do to make sure that you understand that I've actually read it, okay? I want you to contact me. You got a question? Don't hesitate. Email me in the course email, because the course email helps me keep things in straight. I get a lot of emails come. You can email them a college email, but it could get lost inside there. If it's within the course email, make sure you clearly say that it's for this course and as clear as you can possibly on what you're asking, okay? So I can give you a good solid answer to it. So that's where we are with the course. I thank you ever so much for taking it with me. I look forward to it, and keep an eye on the news, and good luck.